the Rana right off the jump. It sounds like it's going to be the Maple right off the jump on the side of Lunar. Meanwhile, Wisp sticking with that Clairen that we've been seeing him rock the entire bracket.
Wisp clutch factor after the Solar Beam won. I just want to see Wisp just play as comfortable as was playing against Explosion. I just want to see that kind of just understanding and comfortable where you can just kind of keep on with the tech chases, kind of go ahead and just not overextend too much on the aerials. And we'll have to see what, can be really done. Wisp has just been doing a fantastic stuff so far. It was really scary against Solar Beam. And now Lunar, kind of a little awkward situation where they lost against Cheese Potato, then it kind of had a DQ way mix out in here. But it's a statement to be known. We'll see who will be able to take it out there and face against Cheesy Potato. Could be the run back or could be a new, different opponent right here. Lunar versus Wisp.
Yeah, getting a chance to set up the mark, but we're instantly getting it off of us thanks to the grab on the side of Wisp. And we're just seeing Lunar play very much focused on the full stage game, right? Like, as Maple, you are obscenely fast. So you can threaten cross-ups from near full stage if you play your cards right with like full momentum jump-ins. Seeing Wisp try to manipulate the corner as much as possible makes a lot of sense, but you are leaving yourself open to how swift Lunar has been playing. Oh my lord. Another dash attack ends up connecting. We are surviving that entire time, and the damage isn't too high either. We're even passing it thanks to just a little bit of tick damage on the side of Wisp, but there's a huge forward air into the ledge grab.
Oh, stayed alive and the tech away. Great pull over. Yep. Cashes out with it. Wisp getting the stock ticket. Looks so damn good at the start. Obviously showed signs of like utilizing those platforms. And ooh, up strong, not gonna connect, but Lunar, excellent start. But how long we'll be able to stay? And that's not gonna be for too long at all.
There's your answer there, Wolf. Like trying for a dash to the ledge, just did it a little bit too late and already had burned your wall cling. But I love this from Lunar, right? We are threatening ledge a lot more directly compared to everyone else we've seen play against Wisp. And while that is not a surefire way to beat Clairen, of course, you've got to do a lot more than just threaten ledge. We're being very potent with that offensive stance. That's enough to gain a percentage lead and enough to perhaps get us a brand new stock lead if we're able to find a way to seal out an edge guard. In the meantime, though, Wisp is now taking his turn to dominate the percentage game, maybe able to find an edge guard himself, goes for the ledge special, but no dice. Spot dodges the grab, is able to get Lunar out of it and find a throw.
That speed as well, and now it's the plan set up. Will be a sense of that betrayal as last time. This time, cashes out with it and gets rewarded handsomely. Lunar, this time, holding off on using that play until finally where it's just like a guaranteed setup. And oh my, Wisp getting the stock taken, looking real damn good, but at the same time, Lunar's got to be so careful. You're like 1 or 2 interactions away from potentially dying out here, and you want to continue this lead on and going for the spike as well. I really love this pressure, making Wisp kind of like be afraid of being off stage and as well as recovering.
Wanted the plat drop up air in order to extend, but instead we find a down air in order to intercept and just a simple forward tilt. Love that a lot from Lunar as a means of just, A, to get out of scrambles as we've seen a couple times, but mostly as a neutral tech punish, especially once we get to these percentages here, Wolf, because forward tilt does true confirm into tether nair. At these percentages, has to burn the tether early though and gets caught by the plasma echo. Another forward tilt connects on the true tipper, just needs to find a way to close out the stock. The down tilt connects. One more, and the forward tilt's going to seal the fate of Lunar's second stock, and we have got ourselves our last stock situation for game number 1.
It's scary how consistent Wisp is in cleaning up those kind of stocks over like so many different interactions and just being so damn consistent. It's one of like the kind of the best things about Clairen is the consistency within that toolkit, but gets knocked away. But Uba, look at that. The percentage literally just came back all of a sudden.
Clairen can burn out damage with the swiftest, and the confirm off the plasma echo is perfect. But we've run up into the down strong. Again, another time where neutral tech gets shut down. Wisp not allowed to get away with neutral tech jab or neutral tech down strong. But Perry Lily gets her out of the game for a period of time. 102 to 114. We are so close and so tight, but the jab pressure is staggered from Lunar.
And What a terror. And now Tether is the pressure. So Wisp has to respect the doubt, but utilizing the down tilt covers so many damn good options and
See, that's the thing about Tether as a means of getting back to stage. Maple doesn't have the easiest time snapping to ledge, so you consider Tether might be that like instant way to solve it, but not against majority of the cast. Their downstrongs or some other option is just too swift to cover all 3 angles and all 3 positions that Lunar could tether to. If you tether right now, Lunar just up tilts and you're right back into the same spot, but without your tether. Or he downstrongs and you're in an even worse spot because you probably lost the stock. So Lunar instead tries to find the sweet spot, and it does not connect against Wisp's forward strong, who anticipates it, closing down game number 1 with a small comeback in said game. Lunar right back to the saddle, though, looking for a finisher. Grab the ledge. No, we're expecting Wisp to go a little bit high and punishes that at least slightly. And this is where we really want to be if we're anywhere, Wolf, with these up air juggles.
And all of a sudden, you know, echoes of what happened in the last one, stuck on the left side of the stage, but Raylo's shield attempt, but the defense actually able to break away. Wisp, unfortunately, does miss on that grab. Raylo spike. So Lunar tried to get there, but the ledge hog not going to work out. Getting on the stage does get the punish afterwards. The pressure continues on. I love that from Wisp, the patience. Standing still, just kind of waiting for Lunar to do it, but Lunar's just like, I do have the sword. I can catch up on there. Great little tether as well onto the opponent, but the swing away. So Wisp continuing the excellent defense as we've seen, and Lunar try to find someone to clean up and does so.
Yeah, Lunar's really got a beat on a lot of these tech options coming out from Wisp. It's in a lot of neutral tech, not a ton of tech rolling. Always wants to threaten an immediate reversal option. Does Wisp, it seems like, and Lunar is not having it anymore.
Looks so damn good. And now Lunar trying to continue on this pressure. Okay, it's just respecting the lead. I like the play around. I'm noticing just like kind of dash dancing, making Wisp kind of like having to throw out a preemptive option as a pressure tool and using the plant sparingly. That's what I love about that one, but the double tipper, that's not gonna feel good. Gets sent flying away to the right side, not gonna get it on there, but I'm loving it. You can see Lunar kind of shifting gears, realizing that you can just play a little more patient, and Wisp trying to play it back, but Lunar calls it out instead.
So we're gonna let Lily get set up for a little bit, but I noticed the positioning difference on the side of Wisp here, on the side of Lunar. Like, we are really guarding Lily as a means to accentuate our offense if we ever find a throw. Lily goes away now, but guarding Lily is half the battle when it comes to playing against Clairen, because you don't want to let those plasma fields get set up for free. That time, though, the platform tech chase ends in the favor of Lunar. And he gets another chance to really start to snowball here. Another forward throw, looks for the forward air, super deep. We're not gonna find it.
I mean, might as well take a little bit of risk, as long as you just don't die immediately
100%.
for a pretty handsome reward. But Wisp getting hit up on there and now caught holding onto that shield. So Lunar continuing that pressure, but a missed aerial into an awkward situation, and you're stuck on that platform when Wisp has those reactions. You have to play so damn careful and got caught slipping.
But because we're not able to tipper that forward strong, all of these forward strongs are good damage, but we're not tippering, which means we're not threatening the stock from full stage. It's so dangerous. Up tilt on block is a huge punish opportunity, but we only find one back air. Yet every little bit helps.
Oh, that was
Big.
That was really, really big. It was like Lunar just got so comfortable with the placing, but the surprise side special from Wisp was able to get it out on there. But the platform, I just love it from both of them. They've been using the platform to its full extent, extending out combos, continuing tech chases on, and now Wisp instead forced out. We'll have to see what can be done, and now the plant up on there for a little more of that pressure, but a grab off of that miss, trying to go for the reactions, but unable to catch that little tech option, but continuing the dash dancing. I'm loving this. To me, it's a sign of confidence. To me, it's the sign of controlling a match. We have to be so damn careful. But and Wisp once again got caught slipping. Lunar doing a fantastic job so far.
Just not able to get the ledge hog in time. It gives Wisp a big chance to come back here. Forward tilt, tether nair, true confirm, but it doesn't close down the stock, and we've got plenty of means to make it back. Grabs the ledge, get the step over from Lunar was so good in order to find that nair. The damage is certainly there, but we're starting to run out of things that'll start to confirm. Needs this mark online to Clairen absolutely immediately. Never mind, we're just gonna purely outspace the dash attack. Lunar fights the forward strong and finishes out game number 2 with a win.
I don't know if it was a call out, I don't know if it was a hard read, but it was slick as always. And Lunar, I'm loving the confidence, right? Like the confidence to just do like more of the empty hops, the dash back and forth reaction to what Wisp is gonna throw out in the meantime, whether it's a spot dodge or it's a grab after. They're able to just kind of do so much with it, and that's the confidence you need. But on this stage, a little bit of a scary thing. We've seen what Wisp can do.
Yeah, I'm not sure I love taking Maple here, but I get why you want to go here for Wisp. Wisp has been so good at platform extensions, both with grabs and with nairs afterwards. Trying to seemingly find any sort of flinch reaction on the side of Lunar, but not giving it up.
Yeah, it's like the biggest difference between the two. Like when Lunar's kind of playing that, waiting for two for flinching, Wisp is the one who's just kind of making like the incorrect, misspaced options. But when Wisp is like attempting to do it, you're just too close, and Lunar just kind of confidently just goes for the grab, saying, "Well, I'm just not gonna go for a spot dodge," and kind of let you get on there. But speaking of that one, that could have been a bigger punish, but in the face of Danger, great little ledge hog, and as well as perfectly placed, that's a guarantee. Like you said earlier, can you clean it up? Yes, you can. Not enough distance to cover it, and Lunar takes a lead very early.
Catching a forward tilt in a position that that Wisp had already burned the jump. Oh, the ledge special almost setting up for the top platform extension, but no dice quite yet. And now Lunar only finding one up air. Not even finding a grab after a weird scramble there, Wolf, and it ends up in the favor of Wisp. Can they finish the stock? The answer may surprise you.
No. Number 3 may shock you. You gotta watch out for that one. Number 5. It's always the weird. Oh.
Nope. Okay. That's behind.
Number 5. It may shock you. You were right. We weren't expecting that one. No plot twist. But not a bad plot twist. Oh, like Big Hero 6. That was his mistake. Getting on the kind of stuff you can get on there. But yeah, the quick little spot dodge, I love it. Just avoiding out saying, yeah, you're just gonna go for a grab. You're not gonna really wait it out, and if you do, I won't get out for a huge amount of damage, but instead trying to go up to the plant in order to get something started. But Lunar continuing to control the stage and now adamantly using the plant way more, understanding you having the advantage in Wisp. Once again, pressured out. Thought you could press a button, but it's not going to be a frame trap. And once again, smacked off. Lunar controlling this so well.
Oh, the one time he tries for up tilt there instead of taking the guaranteed forward tilt, it leads to massive damage. 75 and climbing, but no sweet spot on the down air means we see another day for Lunar on this stock. Yet the percentage is evening up so quickly. Up strong connects, but doesn't wrap because it hits block. Another chance to close down the stock here for Wisp. Yet the back throw gets guessed on correctly. Forward throw into another edge guard. Wow, Lunar sold out completely and ends up losing the stock for it because the runoff forward air missed entirely.
Yeah, overextension out of desperation leads to another opener for Wisp. That's just been kind of like the name of the game so far. It feels like Lunar just like has it in the bag, and then just an overextension. Wisp is able to just kind of take it to the bank. Thankfully, the marker is on right now, but you're eating so much damage for that huge mistake you made trying to finish it off. Another big mistake. Twice in a row. And yeah, you gotta laugh it off, but you can definitely see the tilt kind of coming into play.
Get in my way.
That's super rough, but acknowledgement of the situation ends up lack of acknowledgement of the situation ends up burning Lunar. You see like the lack of double jump once he uses it on that back air, and zero air acceleration on Maple, one of the slowest in the game. You're really reliant on that side side special dash in order to traverse horizontal space. Could have been a misinput, could have just been a lack of judgment on where Lunar was in terms of stage. But either way, that's a game for Wisp with a chance to move on into top 3 right here, right now on Merchant Port. Starting off just the same way we always have here, Wolf, in a very tight opening to this game.
Yeah, if you're Lunar, it's really hard to kind of like say this to yourself to keep the motivation, but you just need to keep the same gameplay. It still looks so damn good being able to kind of confidently use those dash dances and as well as force out a reaction. But at the same time, it just feels terrible to kind of lose off of 2 big miss inputs. One where you've had it, and the second one where it just kind of leads into an awkward SD, and you can see the momentum just already switching. The gears have shifted. Wisp, a deadly forcing of that one, and even confidently able to go forward with that, and the pledge is used an awkward situation, and Lunar again!
Time and time again, man. Just extending off stage as much as you can to try and edge guard this Clairen as much as possible, which is theoretically a position of weakness, but Wisp has found ways to get around any single edge guard attempt that we have seen.
Yeah, and oh no, the pressure just continues on. Wisp, just every single time Lunar just screws up a little bit, it either leads to just 80% or a stock taken, and Wisp just continuing to pressure on the confidence to throw out all these options as well. The percentages have been lapped in a blink of an eye, so all of a sudden Lunar having to make these little risky setups, but I love that, still maintaining that confidence with the reactions, but a missed timing on that one sends you exploding off into the stratosphere.
Brutal. You really think you have that forward air the one time, every single time Wisp has avoided it by using a jump or an air dodge, but instead in the potentially could be the last game of the set, uses Plasma Echo to absolutely brutalize that stock, and the tech roll away is going to avoid the down strong too, mixing up his tech options as well. The one thing Lunar seemed to have down pat throughout the entire set. We're going to be closing out the stock here and finding an opening with a dash attack, but only 8%, not able to follow through on the tech chase. Does so successfully the second time though.
Lunar, you just gotta do the narrative that I was pushing in the previous set. You probably remember I was like, maybe we can make things done. But you're really gonna have to make that one happen. You're gonna have to push my narrative and even more as Wisp continuing on, trying to get out these little bits of damage. The hit and run strat is working out so far. This is the first good ladder we've seen in a while. Wisp doing a fantastic job trying to stay alive, but Lunar, don't SD, I swear to God, continues it on, stays alive, stacks the percentage movable. It's looking real good, but you just have to clean it up. That's the problem.
Oh my God, it was so close. Twice over with a wall tech nair, another back air to try and close down any stock. So much going for you, but you just can't finish. And that's not a true confirm off of the back throw into tether forward air. Needed something, got nothing. No option?
No.
There's no anything?
Slipped off the platform. I thought that was it. That was just gonna be an excellent finisher afterwards, but no, a huge mistake. And now both of them are doing the same exact mirrored inputs. The quick grab into the spot dodge. The tech roll directly into their Wisp, trying to gather it out on there. An empty hop. Great patience from there. Got caught slipping. 2 for flinching. And now Lunar made one miracle happen. Gotta follow up on the second one though, but Wisp has been the destroyer of dreams. My goodness.
Yeah, obliterating and eviscerating everything that has come in his path, sliding straight through to a top 3 finish. Wisp looking strong and looking dominant as he gets to take on Cheesy Potato right here, right now, taking another deep breath. Needs a moment, and needs a moment, reasonably so.
I need a moment for that one, Wisp. And I'm not even the one playing. Oh, the pressure. Game 1 looked like all Wisp. Game 2, Lunar turned up the heat, was able to make an excellent thing. And I love the signs of live, like that was disgusting in the last game, that cross-up attack into another cross-up on the shield, but just unable to find anything afterwards. You know, Wisp was able to kind of stay strong. This is almost a heart attack moment at 151, and just that excellent call out. The confidence was there. But I think the third game, the momentum just started to shift in a direction that Lunar could not keep up with, and it led to so many mistakes being made, just kind of forced out in there. So it just started off so well, but ooh, it got messy.
Yeah, it got messy and it got crazy, but that's kind of what you have to play into as Maple. Like against Maple rather. When you look at Maple as a character on paper, she doesn't have a ton of flaws because of however many advantageous setups that she can put you into, where it's like, oh, you're guessing for your life at like 65%, whether it's going to be between like a nair or a forward air, and it could make the difference between survival or not. But at the end of the day, a lot of characters, when they're hitting you, they're getting guaranteed damage off of every single opener. And Maple has a lot of gaps where the damage isn't guaranteed. You can escape it with a well-timed air dodge or a jump or an offensive option even, and just hit Maple for trying to hit you. But that is one of the key weaknesses that is continuously exploited against Maple, and something that Wisp did with a great amount of effectiveness. Like focusing on how many times he can put out reversal options, focusing on how many times he can fight his way through Lunar's offense rather than take it sitting down. That slight difference of mentality on trying to be offensive when everyone else would be defensive continuously kept Lunar behind the 8-ball and Wisp ahead of the game.
Oh, still, what a fantastic set. Like, Wisp making a loser's run of his lifetime, 3 over an explosion. Tight heart attack set, 3-2 over Solar Beam. Another tight heart attack set against Lunar. And now, you know, it seems like almost like a final boss. Cheesy Potato
The run
has
back.
been, yeah, Cheesy Potato